Uh-oh, this looks so bad.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the carbon fiber DTM build. In this video is gonna be a good one. We're gonna finally see the car come to life, come together now, because it's time to rip off all this put on the carbon fiber goodies.
So let's do a quick recap of what exactly is gonna get replaced. So honestly, it's pretty much everything except for the hood, the doors, the rear trunk, and the roof. So enough wasting time, let's get started. Okay, so check it out. Front quarters, side skirts, and front bumper are all out. One thing I didn't know is obviously this thing got into an accident. Luckily, it looks like it was just the crash bar, the bash bar right here, because the frame is still really straight and doesn't look bent or anything like that. So didn't expect that. Kind of not a good surprise, but everything mounts like straight and all of that. So I'll see if I can replace this. Shouldn't be that difficult. Shouldn't be that difficult, but also got hit there too. Okay. Frame is still straight, obviously, as you can see. And let's keep going. Holy shit, guys. I couldn't help myself but just to like slap it on really quickly. There's no bolts or anything, obviously, it's just hanging there, nothing's aligned, but god damn. I mean, first thing is like, dude, the front bumper, it like literally protrudes out like almost a foot. It is so freaking aggressive, and like the fitment is almost perfect, guys. I mean, with the bolts in, I think it'll be almost exactly like OEM, and look at, you can just kind of see there the gap right there. And just damn, I was like, oh my god. Let me try to give you guys some different angles here. Jesus Christ. I don't even know what to say right now, guys. Like, it's so good. It's so much more aggressive. Like the stance is just so much more mean in person. Like, just check out the arches right there. Like, oh, it just looks like it's squatting, even though it's like 5 feet in the air. I know it's very different. There's not many body kits for this type of car out there, and oh, I just love like the little stuff that was added like this. It just kind of fills this area, like we said earlier. And now it's kind of the meticulous part, which thankfully I don't have to do, which is, you know, sending it off to body shop to get the lines absolutely perfect.
A few moments later.
On today's agenda, we gotta completely tear apart the front suspension, new brakes, new calipers, new suspension, pretty much refreshing and replacing everything handling related on this car.
So let's give you guys a little rundown of what we're looking at here. So most of you have probably seen this setup. It's called a divorced suspension setup, where the spring and the shock are separated. It's not a true coilover. Most of the time this setup is on the back side of the car, but for whatever reason in the late 90s, Mercedes just decided to do it like this. So this does, I wouldn't say it's harder, but it adds a little bit more work just because you're dealing with two different components now. So we're gonna be changing that out to the yellow speed adjustable coilover. And then we have new yellow speed 6-piston brakes in the front, 4-piston in the rear. I think, I'm remembering correctly, it's 355 millimeters in the front, and I'm not sure what the back is, but I'll put it in the screen right here. So yeah, let's get to work. And also, I forgot to say, we also have to measure the offset and all of the measurements for the wheels we're gonna be putting on this thing once we swap everything out. And that is what I'm very nervous for, because you only get one shot at it. Once you have those measurements and send it out, there is no, oh, oops, I made a mistake. So yeah, we're gonna try to figure that out. Alright guys, like everything else in this car so far, the front spring was an absolute bitch to remove. Once again, it's divorced suspension, so spring and shock is separate. And didn't film because I was getting frustrated and probably shouldn't have filmed because I was doing some pretty sketchy shit. But it's out, and unfortunately, to put in the new spring, there's no way just to slide it in there. We have to completely loosen and remove the lower control arm from there and there, kind of drop it down a little bit, then slide in the spring and then jack it back up into place for the lower control arms. We removed the bolts for the lower control arm, one here and here, and now we can play with the height a little bit to easily slide the spring in there. So let's see here. Okay guys, so now we have the spring in place as you see, and then we just kind of have to, leverage and play with the two slots back there to get the lower control arm back in with the help of the jack, of course, and then should be good to go. So there is no coilover specifically made for this exact kit. Now, what do I mean by that? When I put the fender on, literally the wheel arch goes all the way up to the top of the body here, and I can just kind of tell the distance between the brake and the upper wheel well, even when it's sagging like this. There's no way that's gonna make up the difference when it's lowered. So I think we might have to contact Yellow Speed again and ask them to make, if we can make a shorter spring without ruining the compression ratios and all that stuff. So let's kind of get this car just mocked up, get the quarter panel on the car, and then test fit it really quickly. Well, and by the way guys, I kind of lied when I said you don't have to do any cutting. You do have to do a little bit of cutting here. You have to cut this corner out, and then I'm gonna go ahead and block it off and weld just a plate over that when it gets the paint and body. Because remember, the quarter panel here, it does on the bottom have like a little arrow piece that goes into the wheel well like that, because the race car had it. So you do have to cut that, but everything else is good. But before we lower it guys, I'm gonna go ahead and cut this right here the same I did to that side. So basically kind of like right up to here, all that gotta get cut off. So go ahead and film that right now so you guys can see. Yeah! Oh god. This is what I'm talking about, guys. Look at that, it's like below the freaking body, and then the coilover is in the shortest setting possible, so I don't have a good feeling about this. I don't know, but let's just slap it on and hopefully I'm wrong for whatever reason. Uh-oh. Dude, what the hell? This looks so bad. It doesn't even look lowered. How is this possible? This is on the lowest setting of the coil. How is that right? No, it's not on the jack over there. Oh my god. Let's get the measuring tape. It's like an 8-inch. That's like an 8-inch gap. What the hell? Alright, so I expected the fitment not to be good, but that is like, I don't even know what to say. Sorry guys, I don't know what to say right now because that is really bad. It almost looks like higher than stock. So this is an 18-inch wheel, right? So we are gonna stay with an 18-inch wheel, just the offset and all that will be different, but that's not, oh my god, dude. All right, let's talk to Yellow Speed. All right guys, I knew I wasn't full of so I threw the stock fender back on and it doesn't even look lowered. And this is the coilover at the lowest possible ride height. So there's the stock quarter panel right there. Jesus Christ, there's the aftermarket one. Oh my god. So similar to the front, guys, we're gonna have the same issue with the back. This is another 5-inch gap that will be cut away in addition to the stock ride height. So my worry is even like a shorter spring, focus, it's kind of dark down there, but even with a shorter spring, I don't know if that shorter spring will be able to make up the difference of that extra 5 inches that will be now gone, plus the, you know, the stock ride height. So I don't know. I don't want to go bags, but I think we might have to. Okay guys, so this side is cut and done. This is my first time doing the over fender cut thing, so not the best, but also not the worst. Gonna need to fill in some welds right here, all the gaps, and then same thing with this too. So we're gonna try to do this side a little bit better. And as you can see, or maybe not because it's blocked, I marked out the outline right there. So let's get started. All right, everybody, so that'll pretty much do it for today. We obviously have some issues we gotta take care of with the springs. That ride height is absolutely ridiculous. And yeah, but unfortunately it has to go to paint now. So next video, you guys will see, well, we're gonna take it to paint and body. We'll find out if this is all gonna work, what color it's gonna be, and all that stuff. So until next time, guys, see you later. Have a good one. Peace.